Yo guys, it's your boy Arj back again with another Dragon Ball Super Broly movie news spoiler and update video. And just as I said in my last video I posted today, the Dragon Ball Super Broly 1 hour special was supposed to air and it has aired apparently, and this is the new bit of footage that has been shown. It looks like they just went over episode 130 to 31, but I'll just play this new footage. I think this is the only bit of new footage, 15 seconds, but yeah, let's get right into it.
この放送はゆるゲゲドタバタ大戦争とご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
クーとベジータの前に現れたもう一人のサイヤ人ブロリー
And that was literally it, no joke. So let's just go through a breakdown on this. This is not the only thing I'll be talking about today. Herms has also got a load of new information basically on the lore of the movie. Some stuff to do with Scouters, some stuff to do with Frieza before the movie and stuff like that. But let's just break down what actually happens here. So let's get into it. Let me take the sound off. And okay, so we start off in Frieza's ship. You can actually see here that there's King Cold here as well as Frieza. So this is more than likely Frieza's ship that they're coming to Planet Vegeta on. This is Planet Vegeta, obviously. And then we have the Ginyu Force here and a couple of other members of Frieza's force. We can also see Dodoria there, Zarbon, Kikono, and I believe that's Berry Blue there as well. We move on, and then yeah, we get confirmation of what I just said. Kikono, Berry Blue, and Zarbon. They look great in the new art style. And this is them arriving to Planet Vegeta. Now this is the scene just before, in I believe trailer 2, where they arrive, where you can see Frieza's spaceships and stuff arrive. So this scene just before this scene basically. So before that, this is where this is taking place. So they're arriving onto Planet Vegeta, and this is the scene where I believe all of those look like small space pods. I don't think this is when Frieza is arriving. I think this may possibly be after Frieza puts in the call and the command that all Saiyans should arrive back to Planet Vegeta ASAP. Now obviously Bardock being one of them, and we kind of saw that in DB-, and that's why Bardock returns. So this could be that scene. These little flares, they look like asteroids, which are similar to the small spaceship size of the space pods that the Saiyans returned in. So I think that's that, and I think these Saiyans are pretty much a little shocked because not everyone was aware that all of the Saiyans need to come back. So I think that's what this scene is. I don't think there's anyone recognizable here, but it's pretty cool to see what the Saiyans look like. Definitely a variety of Saiyans. This guy kind of looks like Krillin to me. Bit funny, but yeah. Then we have a scene from the snowy region. Vegeta, stuff we saw in trailer 2. And then we see this, which is all the way from the original teaser trailer, if you remember that. It's literally all the way from the OG beginning. But yeah, moving on from that, then we see this. This is a completely new scene. Broly after that, where he comes from that form. This is while he's in his Ikari form and he has the yellow eyes. Now, it's got to be said, the art style is so different here than what we saw when he's in Ikari form later on. So in trailer 4, I believe, when we see him in Ikari, he looks completely different. It might even be trailer 3. I think actually trailer 3 when we first see Ikari. Here when Vegeta attacks Broly. Look at the difference in art style here compared to what it's looking like here. It looks like a completely different movie. Interesting to see. I mean, a lot of people have been talking about that recently. It goes, oh, I think that's it. That's literally it. 15 seconds and that's done. So let's just move on to Todd, well, aka Herms, and what he's been saying. So he's got first of all, let's go for a breakdown of what he's saying in terms of the actual special. So the DBS special starts at the old DBS time at 9 AM on December 2nd, which through the magic of Japanese Standard Time is in little under 2 hours. So clearly it's already happened. If you want to watch it live, there doesn't seem to be any free streams, but you can try paid service like Kiho or iSakura. So far, this special doesn't have anything of interest, just basic stuff on the new movie and recapping the concept of the Turn of Power. Looks like they're doing a full rerun on episode 130 without the opening theme though. I'm not going to live tweet this a second time, just go watch it on Crunchyroll or whatever. So they literally just reposted the last episode of Dragon Ball 130, 131. I mean, what does this really tell us? It kind of tells us that it is very, just as they said, completely in canon with what happens at the end of Dragon Ball Super. So this movie, as we know, is canon, and it's just a link right to the end of Dragon Ball Super, the end of Dragon Ball 31. And as we know, Dragon Ball Super will be back next year, and it will most likely begin with a Broly saga. So that's good enough confirmation there. But Mount Fuji is pretty cool too. I guess that was just me who suddenly got switched to another channel covering Mount Fuji. Oh, silly Keyhole. I'm enjoying these Kitaro commercials though. Goku and Jiren pretty much turn into holographic collectible cards this episode. Another point of whoever wants to write that doctoral dissertation on Dragon Ball Heroes' influence on Super. They're recapping the movie's world premiere last month. Miura loved DB since he was little and is very happy for his music to be loved all over the world. So that's basically Daiichi Miura, the guy that done the Blizzard soundtrack. So everyone keeps asking, what's the song of the trailer, the Gogeta trailer and trailer 4? Well, it's Blizzard by Daiichi Miura. So there's that. Also, Broly has been in several movies prior to this one. Meanwhile, Super Dragon Ball Heroes Episode 6 will debut at Jump Festa 29 on Saturday, December 22nd. Okay, so on the same time that Dragon Ball Super is supposed to have their panel at Jump Festa, and we're seeing that maybe Dragon Ball Super will 100%, well, Dragon Ball Super will get its, you know, its reveal of returning to anime. Dragon Ball Heroes Episode 6 will also be debuting, so that'll be interesting. You may see a live stream from me on that, I don't know, we'll see. Nice of Boo to wake up for a few minutes between arcs, so I'm guessing this is referring to Dragon Ball Super Galactic Patrol arc, the Galactic Patrol Prisoner arc, where Boo is obviously taken away by Miras and the Galactic Patrol. Now, maybe there was some new footage, but dialogue-wise, it was all stuff from previous trailers. Goku, I can tell you're not a bad guy. Vegeta, this is no time to play around. Chi-Lai, he's not fine because he wants to, etc. I got to admit, I wasn't expecting much new, but I was still expecting more new stuff than that. I guess I was in denial that they would flat out replay the entirety of 130-31. And on the positive side, if you missed it, don't worry about it. Although I bet any Kitaro and One Piece fans who are on DB fans are also a bit ticked right about now. It looks like they didn't show much at all. The only thing I'm confused about is he's talking about the dialogue. I didn't hear any dialogue in this trailer. I can play it one more time for you, but I do not think there's any dialogue whatsoever.
この放送はゆるゲゲドタバタ大戦争とご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
クーとベジータの前に現れたもう一人のサイヤ人ブロリー。
No, there's no dialogue in this trailer whatsoever. It's a bit of footage, so I don't know if there's another bit of new footage that has just not been released yet. I haven't seen it on Twitter yet. I haven't seen anyone post about it, so if it does come out, I'll post it here. I'll probably just post it as the video and won't talk about it because, you know, I don't want to post too many videos like this. But what's more to talk about before you go is all of these new scans. So some of this stuff is on other things that I'll talk about later or another video. But this stuff all directly related to the movie, the scans of the Scouters. So more from the Psycho Jump magazine. Those Scout scopes on the right, there are what the Saiyans used before Scouters. They're telescope shaped, bulkier than a Scouter, and non-wearable. You have to hold them up to your eye like some kind of moron. Right, so that's very interesting actually. So here, these are called Scout scopes, and this is what predecessed the Scouters used by the Saiyans and Frieza's army. Now, I always thought that the technology they were using and they gave to the Saiyans they already had on hand, but it looks like possibly Cold's army, King Cold's army, were using the Scout scopes beforehand. So that's pretty interesting. You see all these designs of Scouters, Scout scopes, and their guns, the different types of guns Chi-Lai and Remo have. Yeah, another picture of that Scout scope. Another one. Yeah, it's a cool design. We then have this. Also, it seems Paragus holds the rank of Colonel, thus putting him on the same exalted level as Silver, Violet, and Yellow. And Sanders, of course. Right, I don't know who Silver, Violet, and Yellow and Sanders are. I don't know if that's some sort of in-joke. Please do let me know in the comments what I'm missing out with that. I don't know who Silver, I'm guessing is an in-joke. Right, so these are classic Dragon Ball characters, I guess, from Red Ribbon RB and stuff. I don't actually remember them, but yeah. So, Colonel, I think we already knew that as well from a previous picture I posted with Bardock within it as well, the family tree, the same family tree. For this image, they say that from the moment he was born as King Cold's son, Frieza was already more powerful and more cruel than the king. Wow, quite a claim, rightly so. It was this genius for evil that made Cold want to immediately turn over the reins to his son. Are you joking me? Are you serious? he recognized the genius for evil and immediately was like, yep, it's over. My time's up. I'm going to make you the emperor of the universe now. Wow. So there's quite a bit of information and quite a few scans here. I'm interested to see if they've posted any new images, but it doesn't look like they've just done stuff from the trailer, which is annoying because, you know, they're posting so much new footage. You'd expect them to put some new pictures at least instead of showing us all of this footage from Gogeta and the whole fight scene and all that. But yeah, there's that, and it looks like we have some color images as well. On that note, the bottom caption here refers to Frieza from the opening flashback as a child. This was mentioned somewhere before, but it's nice to have backup. So, Frieza is indeed a child when he meets the Saiyans. Now, that's interesting because I guess we've never really been told how old Frieza is or King Cold. I think there's some information that's dated that King Cold's been around for a long time, but evidently Frieza is still a child, and it seems as soon as, but I guess that corroborates with the fact that as soon as King Cold realized very quickly that Frieza is a genius at evil, he passed it on to him, so it didn't take very long. So Frieza is a child, and I guess if he's still a child now, and that means he probably has he progressed to an adult yet? We don't know how old or how their race progresses in age. You gotta wonder, will he ever become the same size as King Cold? Is that normal or not? You know, questions to be asked. Just more in pictures. I guess these are straight from the trailer as well. And that is it. That is it from Todd Herms and the new footage. Let me know down below if there was any other footage. Like I said, that little sentence from Herms where he says there's new dialogue, or there wasn't new dialogue and stuff, when there's actually no dialogue at all in this footage I'm showing you, is throwing me off. So let me know down below if there's some other footage that I haven't seen, and I'll check it out ASAP. But yeah, until next video guys, cheers.